Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Spotlight. This is our weekly live broadcast where we interview event organizers that are creating amazing things for us here in Puerto Vallarta. I'm going to apologize because I have a raspy voice, but I'm I'm chewing on a cough drop. So if I move my mouth a little bit too much today, it's because I'm trying not to cough on your face. It is a pleasure to see you today, and of course, as usual, I welcome any comments and questions that you have. I see that our two guests, well, two and a half, because one of our guests has a pair. Our guests are ready. So I'm not going to keep you waiting. And I'm going to start with the first person that signed up for this week. Her name is Rondi. And now I'm wondering if she'd rather go by Master Rondi or if she'd rather go by Rondi. Why don't we ask her ourselves? Hello, how are you?
Hello, thank you for having me. Either one is fine. Just master just happens to be my title, but my name is Rondi. Either one
Rondi,
is
that
fine.
is a fabulous hat. If I didn't feel I looked silly wearing one like that, I would wear one like that all the time.
Well, you could borrow it anytime. I do have a lot of hats.
Now, we are going to talk about your event, which has to do with you're calling this a flower full moon ceremony. But even
Exactly.
before we get into that, because I'm intrigued, I'm a total newbie. What is your connection to Puerto Vallarta?
Well, I live here. I live here full time. I've moved here 4.5 years ago. I I purposely picked Puerto Vallarta to retire, and that's what I do. I'm here with my husband, and we are retired, but we still keep very busy.
Now, I'm looking at the front of your website, which I'll show everybody in a minute. You you do taekwondo.
Yes,
Is
I do.
and this is
I
martial arts.
That's right. I actually do taekwondo and hapkido and wing chun and women's self-defense weapons and also some karate.
And this is part of like the whole wealth of activities that you bring to the table, or are you no longer practicing?
No, I still practice. I practice every week. I just had class this morning and I still teach some classes as well. But I also conduct the moon ceremonies, and some people might not see how they are even remotely related, but I see the internal energies in both events. And this kind of started back in the United States. I ran a school called White Tiger, which you'll see on my website. It was a very large school, and I taught thousands of students. Over my career, I taught over 14,000 students. And in martial arts, I was teaching them to kick, to punch, to chop, to tear stuff up. So I also felt it was my responsibility to, or even my obligation, to also teach them to heal, uh, to see both sides of martial arts or the internal arts. So the internal part we tend to call martial science.
Oh wow. Okay, let's rewind the tape a little bit so that everybody is on the same page. Let's imagine we just ran into each other at a cocktail party and we're schmoozing, and I ask you, so what do you do? And you say, well, I do flower full moon ceremonies. My first reaction as a total ignoramus is going to be like, okay. So
Oh,
why don't you take us by the hand and tell
oh,
us a little bit about what this is about, and then tell us a little about who it's for, what are the benefits, where can we find a fabulous hat like yours, the works. That's what we're here for. Take your time.
okay. All right. Well, it's a full moon ceremony. So there's one almost every month. This one just happens to be called a flower moon, and it's really simply called that because this is the time of the year that the flowers start to bloom. So each full moon usually has a different name. This one just happens to be the flower full moon. And the full moon ceremony is really for anybody. I think traditionally it used to be more just for women, but I really feel that it's for everybody. And the the full moon is the phase of the moon where it's time to let go of things that no longer serve you. Okay, so any pent up stress or feelings or resentment or anything that is any kind of emotional baggage, the full moon is the time to clear that out. And we cleanse you by using it's a burning ceremony on the beach. And because I live here in Puerto Vallarta, I have the beach and also the proximity to the ley lines in the vortex. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but there's so much energy here. How could I not do it? Especially with my background, how could I not hold these full moon ceremonies?
Okay, time out, because I already have three questions and I have a small memory because I'm a pothead. So before I forget, who gives the full moons a name? You
I
said
don't know.
earlier that the full moons have a name. Please explain.
I'm not exactly sure, but I notice it from American Indian history that they tend to have names, and they make sense with usually what's going on, with harvest moon or 2 moons ago it was the worm moon, and that's not a real attractive name, but it was named that because that's when the earth starts to warm up and the earthworms come out. So that was called a worm moon. So I'm happy that this one is the flower moon. That sounds a lot nicer than the worm moon.
So wait, so fascinating. This is so cool because I mean I'm a Cancer, so I'm supposed to know these things. I'm a moon child, but if I want to know what is the name of the next moon, the next full moon, where do you go and find out?
Well, it'll be on my flyer, I'm sure. I already know what it is. The next one will be the strawberry moon. So I'm looking forward
What?
to that because I think there's a lot we can do with that.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about the name of the moon. I also wanted to ask. See, I already forgot question number two. Um, shit. See, I do this. I do this. I get like so curious about things. Oh yes, you say this is a place to get rid of baggage. From the examples that you shared, I imagine this is internal baggage.
Exactly, exactly.
So
These are the internal martial arts.
so
Yes.
that iPad that I'm not using anymore, I don't want to bring that to give away.
Pardon me?
That cell phone that I'm no longer using, it's not like
Oh,
you get
yes,
rid of that
yes.
kind of stuff.
Exactly. I see what you're saying. Yes. Yes. So it could be mental clutter. It can be clutter in your house or in your car. I mean, uh, physical clutter, that's part of feng shui, right? Clearing that
Uh-huh.
out, you have positive energy. I mean, think about how good your house feels when you clean your house or when you clean out your car, right? There's that positive energy. And it's really just the same thing. Everything that's been piling up in there, the full moon is the perfect time to release what no longer serves you. And in martial arts, we also say to empty your cup, because if your cup is full, you can't bring in any more good feelings. You can't bring in a lot of energy if you're filled up. So it's a good time to empty your cup and have room, make space to bring in some positive energy.
Okay, let me pause for a second and remind the people that are watching. Oh, and we have 26 people watching. This is the highest number we've had so far. Yes. I This is totally new to me, so I'm going to have a lot of questions. But if
Okay.
anybody is watching and you're as curious as I am, please ask your questions as well. So I've learned that you do these ceremonies. These are getting rid of stuff ceremonies. I take it you facilitate this,
Yes, I
right?
do. My husband helps me as well, and he's also a martial artist, but his true profession is he's a singer songwriter.
Get
So he
out.
so he helps a lot with the musical part because we have a drum circle on the beach, and he's great at that.
So a drum circle does. I want to drum. Can I drum? Can other people drum, or is
Yes,
this?
yes. If you have a drum, please bring it, and I do have some extras. So if you don't have one, just come and you can use one of mine.
Oh my God! Now, is this religious or is
It
this?
is not. It is not religious at all. It's, the way that I've worded this on my website is that it's for entertainment purposes and spiritual enlightenment. You're gonna go home. You're gonna sleep great that night. You're gonna feel kind of relief that you just kind of let go of some baggage, and it's just time to move on.
Now, this is not the first one that you've done because I've seen, well, you knocked on my door a few weeks ago, plus I've
Mhm.
also seen your advertisements here and there. How has it gone so far? What has been the response that you've received from people?
Well, I started with just something I was doing for myself. And then, I had family visiting and it turned into, family joined me out on the beach. And then other people start seeing that we're doing something and they come and they ask questions and they ask to join in. And it just seems like it grows. And it's just a really nice, it's a lovely evening on the beach. There's nice lights. There's, the drum circle going on. The last moon we launched a big moon lantern, that went up into the sky, and it's just really nice. It's a very very lovely evening, and people have told me afterwards, oh, I've never slept so good in my life
Really?
after they attended the ceremony.
I'm bringing up your website just because I know that you have some photographs here, and I
Yes.
want people to have a sense as to how this has gone before. There you go.
Okay.
I've just embiggened it, and I saw your website. And I saw your big Taekwondo logo at the top, and I figured, I love it. But you see, I don't know if it's a gentle art or a not so gentle art.
Well,
I see that.
we have both. There are both. There in martial arts. Or in martial science. There's two sides. There's the constructive cycle and the destructive cycle. You're familiar with the elements?
Yes.
Okay. So, for example, in martial arts, the destructive cycle would be fire burns metal, metal cuts wood, wood penetrates the earth, earth contains water, and water extinguishes fire. Right? So that sounds just like martial arts. But if you take the other side of that and turn it into the constructive cycle, which is used in the healing arts, you'll see this in Reiki and you'll see this in acupuncture and acupressure. And it's the same elements, but you just not really reverse, but change the direction. So fire creates earth, earth creates metal, metal creates water, water creates wood, and wood creates fire. So the energy can go both ways.
This is amazing. And I'm looking at all the information that you provide here, and it is absolutely thorough. Um, I see people sitting on the ground. Does one bring a mat
Yes.
or
So
is,
that's what I recommend, that you either bring like a towel or a yoga mat just to sit on so you're not just sitting in the sand. I've had a few people ask if they could bring chairs, and absolutely, you can bring chairs, whatever you're comfortable with. Um, I recommend, you don't have to, but white reflects best in the moonlight. So people tend to wear white. And then we you bring some fruit to share. So that goes in the center circle when we do the ceremony, and it gets blessed by the moon. And at the end, we have a little snack to eat. We share a snack, and then also bring some flowers. You can buy flowers. You can go pick a few flowers. But we're going to throw the flowers into the ocean, and this is for honor and respect. And we say to kind of project onto each flower petal, a positive moment, a cherished memory. And, you kind of watch as it floats across the ocean. And if we're lucky, right now the ocean the sands are glowing with that, I forget what it's called, the photo,
bioluminescent?
yes, yes, exactly. So, it makes it even more magical.
Wow. And I see you say here that a 100 peso contribution is appreciated. Is that?
Exactly. And what we're going to use that for this moon is it's going to benefit Puppy Paradise, which is a great organization that rescues the street dogs of Puerto Vallarta, and then it helps to rehome them. It helps find them good homes. It gets them all the medical treatment that they need and releases them. So people would like to uh, donate or contribute. I'm going to make sure that all of the money gets to Puppy Paradise. I think it's a great cause.
That is so cool. That is really awesome. Now, let me ask you a question. As an English speaking local, always getting high on finding awesome connections or creating connections for the people that I connect with. Um, Has your social circle expanded? Have you met wonderful friends through these ceremonies? Do people just sort of arrive on their own and then they leave on their own, or are connections, personal connections, also made?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I a lot of my people that I have already met in Puerto Vallarta. I've met so many people. People are You just meet happy people here. People are happy to be in Puerto Vallarta, and that has to do with the ley too as well, which I'll discuss in the ceremony. But I've met so many people. They tend to come. People that come, they come again the next moon, and then they bring somebody with them. A lot of times we'll get people that are only here for a short term, and they'll come. Sometimes it's just people just walking by on the beach and just ask if they can join us, and of course everybody is welcome. And it's
So,
of course I teach, or I speak English, but my husband is Mexican, so he will help out with Spanish if anybody needs as well.
so from what you're saying, I'm gathering that as long as there's a full moon, you're going to continue doing these. This is not only
Exactly.
about the one that happens tomorrow evening.
Right. We'll catch the next moons as well.
Excellent. Well, I know that you expressed interest in giving away a little something when you signed up for today's interview. But before we go there, I want to make sure, once again, if anybody has any comments or questions, please share them. I see my friend Margaret Parrish says, interesting, Paco, thanks. I'm glad you like that, Margaret. Thank you very much for commenting. Um, what am I missing here, Rondi? Is there anything that I haven't asked you about, that we haven't talked about, that it is fundamental for people to know about tomorrow's event or subsequent events?
Well, I would just say, the sun should set tomorrow at approximately 7:35. So try to be set up by about 7:20, because it'll tend to get a little darker on the beach because it's going to take a little while for the moon to come up. I do have, we had two things we were going to do this time that were special. Is we're going to do some portraits on the beach with the moon. We have a big flower frame, and we're going
Oh,
to take some lovely photos that we can post and people can have nice photos. It really does make very nice pictures on the beach. And then also I have these crystals that are going to be blessed in the moonlight, and these can be hung in your house or wherever you would like, and they really amplify all the positive energy.
oh, and that is a fabulous segue to what follows. Although I see that my friend Betsy is asking, although we just answered the question, what time of day does this happen? And this is happening around sundown, right?
Right. We'll start because everybody wants to see the sunset, so we'll all watch the sunset. We'll look for the green flash, and then we'll start the ceremony right after.
Wow, that is so cool. Okay, so let's talk giveaway. I know what it is, but why don't you tell us?
Okay. Well, it's my crystal right here. So these, I can give these away after they get blessed by the moonlight. So we lay these out in the ceremony, and they get blessed by the moonlight, and then these will have your good energy. And in every moon, you don't have to come to the ceremony, but every time there's a full moon, lay these out and they recharge, just like your cell phone.
I love it. I love it. And you're giving one of those away today, correct?
Yes, I'll give one away today, but I have one for everybody that comes to the ceremony.
Oh, so it's not really a giveaway because you're going to get one anyway?
Well, if you come to the ceremony, I'll have them there at the ceremony, but I'll give this away today if you'd like.
Okay, let's just say that
I don't know what else.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to give away something special that you can get anyway if you come. Um, let's just say that this is going to be the extra special spotlight blessed
Okay.
crystal that nobody else will have. How about that?
Okay, this one will be extra special. Yes.
The extra special crystal. Do people have to attend tomorrow, or can they get the extra special crystal whenever they're able to attend? Because I'm sure that some people might be interested and they may not be able to go tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure I'll have them every time, or it may be something a little different, but I'll always have something.
Okay, Spotlight viewers, now that we've clarified the extra special. Liz says more specific information on location. Liz, let me answer for you because it is very clearly. Oh, we haven't even talked about that. It's very clearly identified on the website that I haven't even put on the screen. So let me start by doing that, which I should have done this some time ago. Okay. So, for anyone wanting more information, the website is White Tiger TKD, which comes from Taekwondo, I imagine,
Yes.
.com/moon dash ceremony .html. And this is where all the information is located. And let me show this on the screen for Liz, who was asking, because you did provide this lovely little map right over here that shows the directions to the moon ceremony on the beach. This is right behind La Isla Shopping Village on the Holy Beach. So for anybody that is not familiar with this, the way you get there is you go right past La Isla Shopping Village, and there is a beach access to get there. And I'm sure that seeing people dressed in white will be easy to find you guys.
Yes, and we'll have it lit up. There will be a circle of lights, and yes, a lot of people wearing white. And then also, you can just walk. Once you get, you can actually have a taxi drive you all the way up, and then just walk that little bit in the sand. So I make it
Gotcha.
pretty easy to get to. And then, as far as like restrooms, there is a restaurant right there. There's the Holy Oasis. And
Uh-huh.
they have public restrooms there, or also La Isla.
Now, if people have additional questions for you, is the email address that you shared with me an email address to share with everyone?
Sure, sure. Yes, Master
Okay,
Ron
at
at
gmail.com.
gmail. Yes,
Yes,
perfect.
Master Rondi with a double R. For anyone that has any questions for Rondi. And now that we have all this out of the way, let me just take a final look at comments. I love it. I love it. Paula says, I love this. Karen says, fascinating interview.
Thank you.
Randy. Oh, Deb says, Randy, not a question, but my grandson has dozens of crystals and rocks that he carries out to the full moon light every full moon. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
very nice. That's great.
You're not alone. I love it. Okay, so it's time to get our giveaway on the go. And what we're going to do today is the giveaway will be, let's say that we the magic word that we're going to use for this is going to be moon. So anybody that wants to win the super duper super cool never found anywhere else crystal that has the blessing of the moon and the blessing of Rondi and the blessing of the spotlight, just write the word moon on your comment and I will do the drawing momentarily. And I see at least one person has written moon, and I love it. It's our dear friend Pat, who is a local friend. Uh-oh, Pat has competition. There are two people that have written moon, and I'm going to wait a couple of other minutes. Just while we're waiting, one final question, Rondi. What other methods are you using for spreading out the word on your projects? Can we find you on Facebook, or is your website the only place where we can find you?
Uh, yes, I also posted on some of my Facebook pages. I have got another Facebook page that's Visit Vacation Vallarta, because I have rentals here as well.
Uh-huh.
And I put it on my White Tiger Mexico page, which is my martial art page. So usually just different groups.
Excellent.
Groups that I belong to.
Excellent. Well, I think it's going to be a stiff competition for this super duper special crystal. I am going to run this giveaway and just see what happens, because it's between two people. Oh my God. 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 Oh, 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 ooey.
Yay!
Yay, Pat. Oh my God. And Pat is such a, I know Pat, and she's your kind of gal, and you're her kind of gal. So there you go, Pat. What you want to do is connect with Rondi, and whenever you do so, Rondi will know to share this super duper special crystal with you, and the world will be a better place. And Pat says, "Yay, thanks."
You're welcome.
Rondi, I cannot thank you enough for sharing this very interesting conversation with us. Most of this stuff is new to me, so I really appreciate that you handled my very pedestrian questions.
No,
But I
thank
also
you.
want to make sure that everybody understands this as best as possible.
Okay, thank you so much. This has
Thank you
been
so much. Best wishes for tomorrow. Tomorrow's not a good day for me, but I'll definitely keep my eyes open for the next one. And I am going to be curious as to the name of the next full moon as well.
Strawberry Moon. Can't miss.
Strawberry Moon sounds awesome. Rondi, thank you so very much. And I hope our paths connect and cross sometime in the future.
Oh, thank you. Gracias. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Okay, so that was 1 out of 2. That was so interesting. And AJ and ZZ are like moving their heads around. I think that they've been flashing things at the screen, and they've been like putting things like right in front of their camera for a while, just to get my attention. Don't worry, guys. I see you.
Yeah.
I know you're there. I know you're there. Hello, guys.
Hola, hola. How's going on?
What's going on with the crazy light? I love it.
The Crazy Lights are a tribute to Friday's event, which we're, not technically here to talk about, I guess, but we're doing a silent disco at Vecino's Pizzeria on Friday. Mm-hmm. Silent disco with live music. It's a pretty new concept. We might be one of the first bands in North America to try it. I don't know. But we got an electric drum kit, and we're going to have a good time on Friday.
Yeah. I thought we were going to talk about summer school by the pool. I'm confused.
Well, you asked about the lights first.
Oh, that was the appetizer.
Yeah, that's right.
We're getting to the main course right now.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, well, wait a second, because now you brought up the silent disco party, and I was out looking for stuff, and I saw a bunch of people dancing silly, and wearing headphones, but that's not my friend Memo, who also does silent disco walks. This is a different one.
Disco walk? No, it's a different one, associated with our good friend Shamsun. She actually has a possession of 30 headsets, yeah, 30 headsets, and she brought them to our show last week at Gusto Lounge. After our set, I wasn't a believer. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought silent disco was one of the dumbest things I ever heard of. But then I was in person. But then I actually saw it happen, and everybody's dancing.
Cool.
And you know what? It sold me. So
you see other people dance to the same song as you, and you connect with them.
Right.
Are you familiar with Dr. Simi?
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
I have a crush on Dr. Simi. It's completely irrational. It's non-sexual. But every time I see Dr. Simi out on the street doing his thing, I have to stop whatever it is that I'm doing, and I have to do my thing next to Dr. Simi. If you watch my show in the mornings, in fact, that reminds me, I have to share my latest dance with Dr. Simi tomorrow morning, but I digress. So I'm not prepared to share information about
oh no, that's okay. That was sort of an impromptu thing. We have all the information we need about the pool party. That's what we try to talk about.
Well, well, even before we do that, how are you guys, and how have you been? How was your last event?
Oh man,
amazing.
Yeah, the last few weeks have been absolutely incredible. Yeah. We've got an amazing response from local people about our shows, and it's a party. At the end of the day, when you put on a show, when you take your talents in the public, you want to create a party atmosphere. You want to help people connect and help people find each other and make memories. That's what keeps them coming back. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I do know that the next event, or at least the event that we're here to discuss today, is called Summer School by the Pool. I mean, I have questions, like
Please,
so
we
many
have
questions.
answers.
But even before I go into question mode, what's going on? What is this? Talk to
Yes.
me.
So we have at least 5 musical acts that day.
Yes,
we
sir.
have 2 DJs. You can learn how to tie-dye a shirt. You can learn how to wire wrap a ring, such as this.
We're gonna have some meditation workshops. We're gonna have some live dancing. We're gonna have everybody's gonna come bring their talent, and we're gonna have a good party.
Yeah, you can get a tattoo if you want. A permanent
can get a
memory from the
tattoo.
party. We have a tattoo artist Quest coming on board.
I might do it for the giggles. Who knows?
Now, I happen to know that this is happening, and I'll share. Oh, no, it's already on the screen. Your Facebook page is there. And from your Facebook page, people can find the specific event for this, I'm sure. And if not, I'll mention it tomorrow morning on Coffee and Headlines. But I was curious, and you are to blame, because when I was doing my homework and finding out more about your world last time you visited the Spotlight, your world, I discovered this hotel on Francisco Villa that has a funky name, that has a day pass for 100 pesos to go swimming. And that is where you're going to have your summer school by the pool, correct?
That is correct.
Tell us about this venue, please.
Yeah, so there's going to be a rooftop deck where they just planted herbs up there actually as well. So if you want to look into the herbs, feel free. They have the pool, which is, who doesn't want a pool, especially now, and a month from now is going to be even hotter. This is 2 weeks away. So we're super psyched about that. Yeah, the band's going to be performing in like the atrium type area. So the focal point is going to be really beautiful. We're going to have some artists there as well. I think there's going to be an art gallery that day.
Got a lot going on. A lot going on that day. Full day of activities from 2 to 1.
All night. Yeah. We'll see. At least till 10.
This starts at 2 p.m. It says here.
And also, we will be reprising the silent disco concept at some point during the day. It was sort of a test run this Friday. We're gonna do throughout the summer. People have had problems with complaints about noise and everything, and we want to respect people's right to quiet existence, but we also want to party. So that's what we come up with. We're gonna do the silent disco thing all summer. We're gonna have parties all summer, and summer school by the pool is where everybody will be educated on that.
Do you have a parrot nearby?
We have.
What I hear some squawking. I'm curious. What is this squawking?
It's our electronic cat, is what we're gonna say.
Right.
Never mind. Pay no attention to the guy behind the microphone. Who is this party for?
Everybody.
Yeah, anybody and everybody. So
that's why the tickets are 100 pesos, so everybody can get in, whether you work at OXXO or you're retired or you sell real estate or whatever you're doing. You're bringing everybody together for the biggest party of 2024 thus far.
Yeah.
So you pay 100 pesos to enter, and do you get something with that, or is there a bar?
Absolutely. There's a bar. There's burgers, tacos, everything.
Wow!
Cocktails.
We're doing body art, henna tattoos, real tattoos. They probably have a fire dancer, juggler. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do all. We're gonna do everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a festival.
It's family friendly.
Manicure.
We can talk about it.
Ooh.
We can talk about it.
I mean,
there's a week and a half until the event. I can schedule anything.
Let me see. Oh, Gigi.
Yes.
When did you go to Berkeley, and for how long?
I was at Berkeley in 2010. So I went there for the summer program, and I loved it. I had a great time. My professor, Christiane Karam, was one of my favorites. She had red nails, and I remember I was like, I want to paint my nails red to be like her. But yeah, actually, when I got there, they placed me in one of the music theory, one of the more basic music theory courses. And people are asking about like why there was no space, why there wasn't a black key between every white space. And I was like, I don't think I'm in the right class, and I wasn't. So they switched me, and I ended up, leaving there. I had a 4.0, and so I had a great time. And I ended up getting my music degree at Temple University, Boyer College of Music and Dance.
That's wonderful. I ask only because I saw it on your Facebook page, and I am a Berkeley graduate.
Oh, I love it. They always say Berkeley is like, if you the graduates and stuff.
Yeah.
Your whole
Good time.
community, your family. Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Like
have
the
the
fraternity
I
or
have
something, right?
the dubious honor of having started the Berkeley College of Music Gay and Lesbian Alliance,
Oh, nice.
which
They need it.
That's
when
right.
we founded it, it was called Bugle, which stands for
Cute.
Berkeley Union of Gays, Lesbians, and Everybody Else. Ta-da!
I love it. I love
Nobody
it.
ever called me. I mean, once I left, it's like nobody ever called me to say, "Hey, you were the founder. Thank you," but that's okay. That's
Maybe
okay.
we should tag them in this, and then they'll
That's
find
true.
out.
I'm
Yeah.
still here. I'm still here. Anyhow, I'm just all over the place. What else do we need to talk about this particular event before we get into the getaway? Because you also indicated that there was a giveaway, correct?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. We are giving
Okay.
away two.
But before we go there, is there anything else that I haven't asked you about that people must know about
Well, people
this?
must know just how diverse the selections are for the band. We have a Grateful Dead tribute band known as Dead Ahead. They'll be playing in the afternoon. We have a Trip Jam. They're psychedelic space rock. We have a couple of Spanish language rappers. A lady,
Yeah.
oh man, she has
There's
a lot of
female
spunk.
and
Yeah,
a male rapper.
yeah.
Very cool.
I mean, I see if we can give them a
Jazzy.
battle. Yeah. And also, just added, we have a reggae jazz band that is fronted by our beloved guitarist, Kimbo. They'll be bringing their reggae jazz stylings to the afternoon. And then, of course, the main event, the Pleasant Uprising.
Which is your own band.
That's right,
Yes.
that's our band.
That's us, baby.
The hotel's name.
Yes.
Like this person's question. We can do
Yes,
that.
that is.
Hacienda Lord Twigs is the name of the hotel.
Twig with two G's. TWIGG.
It was formerly Abracadabra.
It was a different name before, but it's
something.
changed now, yeah.
They changed their name recently. They're Hacienda Lord Twigs now. They're located at 424 Francisco Villa. This is all going down June 1st. In case we didn't do that,
Look for the Bright
Hacienda-
Pink Building.
look for the.
I
Uprising
found it. Let me
building.
let me just put it up on the screen so that people know what we're talking about.
Yes, they have a very
The
well
hotel's
produced
name
show.
is Hacienda Lord Twig, TWIGG.
Look at the beautiful pool. There it is.
There it is.
Yes.
There's a waterfall. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
And if people are wondering where they can find us to get tickets, we're going downtown tonight in Centro, so feel free to send us a message on our Facebook page, The Pleasant Uprising, and you can also pick up more tickets at The Silent Disco at Vecinos Pizzeria in Versailles at Lisboa 169.
Remembers all the addresses
See,
and everything. She's perfect.
I would have never thought there was a. Oh my God! Look at that.
Yeah, you like
it's
that?
really cool in there too
You
because
would
it's
never know.
really cool because there's the trees and it's nice and quiet. You would never know Francisco Villa bustling avenues right on the other side of the building. It's perfect.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
So, we're super excited about it. You really not too many better places to find yourself on June 1st, the hottest summer in human history, guaranteed. So we all gonna jump in the pool. We're gonna play some music.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to? Are we allowed to take our clothes off? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No.
I mean, if you're on the top deck where there will be a specialty lollipops.
Specialty lollipops. You can say the word pothead. It's okay.
Yeah, you said pothead earlier. So
yeah.
it'll be courtesy of Chef's.
It's one of our keywords, and it's it'll be in the observatory.
Yes, the observatory.
The observatory.
There's only smoking allowed in the observatory. The rest of
but there's plenty of space in the observatory.
Yeah.
I'll be up there plenty of time myself.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be distracted. I'm setting up the giveaway. And what are we giving away today?
We are giving away a couple of tickets to Summer School by the Pool featuring our very own Pleasant Uprising. Yeah.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Well, that sounds absolutely fun and amazing. My friend Claude says that sounds amazing.
All right.
Claude,
Claude.
He would like that. Hopefully,
I
Claude
hope you win.
I'm rooting for you. And will join me if we go together, or my friend Pat, who loves concerts and all that good stuff. So let us say that the magic word for your giveaway is going to be school.
I love it.
School.
That's right.
Because we're going to get schooled.
Right?
So anybody, I love it. Claude says, got my swimsuit. I love it. I'll
Yeah.
dare you to come. I'll dare you to come, Claude.
Whoop, whoop.
If anybody
Me
wants
there.
the opportunity of winning 2 tickets
Ooh,
for this
ticket.
weekend's School by the Pool
Yeah.
Sir.
extravaganza, which starts at 2 p.m. and ends at what time?
It ends, you know
We'll
what? We're
say-
trying to not have it in.
We'll say
Let's try
10
that.
o'clock, but
If we're still doing it on July the 2nd, we're happy about that. It's all good.
July 2nd, it's going a whole month.
That's
No.
right.
I love your energy. Please say something while I clear my throat. Just.
All right.
All right. We hope
We
to
want
see
to shout out
everybody.
to all the viewers of Paco Ojeda. Thank you so much for having us on the
That's
spotlight again. We hope to be coming back many times this summer to promote all the different events.
And
we'll
on
be
a
doing.
world record day. I think we have 20-something viewers or something like that. Yeah. The ratings
That's-
up, baby.
The spotlight is your home. Every time you are doing an event, you are more than welcome to come back and spread the word. I love your energy, and I love the diversity of events. You were watching the full moon ceremony. Wasn't that amazing too?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. AJ
Mhm.
knows I love my crystals, so
Absolutely.
like I'm wearing one.
There you go.
The tourmaline. Yeah.
Well, anybody that has any questions, this is the moment. Anybody that is interested in 2 tickets for this weekend, please write the word school. And I see that, there's
Oh,
3
yeah.
takers already.
You got
I
some
love it.
students? Oh, yeah.
I love it. We're gonna give it a couple of other minutes. Oh, in fact, if you don't mind, while we are waiting, let me do my own little shameless plug, because tomorrow is I should do a giveaway. Fuck. I should do a giveaway. Okay, so I will do my giveaway after I'm done with your giveaway. So in fact, I shouldn't change the topic.
Okay.
Anybody that wants to get two tickets for, see, I'm getting scattered already. Anybody that wants to get 2 tickets for tomorrow, let us do this drawing. I think we have at least 3 people, and I see that, yes, we have 3 people. It's a tough one. Here we go. Tukutun, 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 tukutun. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
We got.
Oh, Suzanne Lily.
Welcome to summer school, Suzanne. Yeah.
National top. No detention for Suzanne.
2 tickets.
I love it. I love it. Well, Suzanne, you know where to find these characters. I suppose Suzanne can pick up her tickets at the door.
She can do that. Suzanne, you are also welcome at our silent disco party on Friday at Vecinos. You can definitely pick up your
7
tickets
o'clock.
there, 7 o'clock. And also, Zizi is on her way down to Nacho Daddy for the re-debut of Amy Armstrong. So she's going to be out front selling some jewelry made with all the wonderful crystals. And you can definitely pick up a couple of tickets at that time.
Yeah.
Please say hi to Amy for me and tell her to come back to the spotlight. She was
You know,
on
I
our,
will tell her personally. Yes.
yes,
And actually,
she
Pamela
was on our
Shepard
very
says
first
hello.
one.
Oh, yeah. Pamela Shepard says hello, Paco. Yes.
And she loves
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I'm going to have lunch with her next week. I'm really excited about that.
That's nice.
We love Pamela.
Hi, mama.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys. Well, I think we are done here. I'm going to
Okay.
let you go unless, are we missing anything? Are we all set?
Oh, no, we got all our plugs in.
Yeah. More than enough.
That's what it's all about. AJ and Gigi, thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you again for having
It
us.
is a pleasure to see you.
Oh, we'll be
And
back soon. We'll be back soon. You know that.
I will try my damnedest to stop by this weekend because it sounds like a lot of fun. And now I'm curious about the pool. It's like 6 blocks away from my house. So
Oh,
I'm definitely
nice. Definitely come. I'll leave a ticket for you, by the way. How about that?
Yeah, not this Saturday, but
Next Saturday. June
okay.
3rd.
Okay. Well, even
Next
better
Saturday,
because this
yeah.
Saturday is a little complicated. So
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much. I will
Yeah,
definitely add this to the list of reminders that I include in my morning broadcast. Best wishes for a successful performance and successful event.
Thank you.
And I will be hearing from you sometime soon.
No doubt about it. Thanks again, Paco.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so that was fun. I love the energy. I love the energy. Who is still here? Okay, if anybody is still here, let me show you very quickly my little promo for my appreciation presentation for tomorrow. Do I have the proper? Oh no, I don't have it. I don't have it. But for those of you that don't know, tomorrow is my next music appreciation presentation, and it's going to be about bossa nova, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if anybody is in town and would like 2 complimentary tickets for my bossa nova music appreciation presentation tomorrow, just write the word music, and I will do a quick drawing right now. This is tomorrow afternoon at the Joint Boutique Hotel and Co-work at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's air conditioned, and that is where I do all my music appreciation presentations. Bossa Nova is going to be a lot of fun because it's like probably my favorite world rhythm, and it came to the northern hemisphere during the 1960s, permeated the world of jazz, and just became a fascinating rhythm that continues to be alive today. I'm sure that you know about the girl from Ipanema, the song. You may not even know that she is an actual person, and she's still alive out there. So I see that Pat has written the word music, which I appreciate. If nobody else writes the word music, then I will just give the tickets to Pat. Pam, 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 pam. Very well, very well. While I give it a couple of extra seconds, just a reminder for those of you that have been spreading the word about the spotlight, thank you so much. Little by little, it's getting a little bigger, hopefully, and hopefully it'll continue to grow. And it grows thanks to the good energy of the people that have been joining us here on the broadcast, but it also grows thanks to your own spreading the word. And I see that the only person that has written the word music is Pat. So, my dear Pat, you're in. You're in. And you know where I'm going to be having hot dogs at 3:30 in the afternoon. So, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And for the rest of you, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for being here today. And let's continue hoping that we continue to grow this project and move it forward. We'll be back here in a week, and I look forward to seeing you then. And if not, any morning except for Sunday at Coffee and Headlines. Have a good one.